All right, it's time for Tiger Time here on the Big Dog, 98.9 FM, 1340 AM. And let's see, Scott Jensen, we have who's all in here this morning?
We're excited for our show this morning. We have our wrestling group in here. It's winter time and winter activities, and weather's even starting to seem like a little bit of winter time. So we also have Scott Anderson to talk about some other things going on at the high school, and then Kevin Eairleywine with the Fremont Public School Foundation.
Yeah, so Ben Wilcox, the Fremont Middle School psychology instructor and varsity wrestling coach here with us, along with Titus Richardson. You're not going to take me down or anything, are you? Put me in an arm bar or anything like that?
No.
No? Okay. You're going to be good about that?
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to wrestling, though, how'd you get started in this?
My brother was just wrestling, and I got tired of getting beat up at home. My brother. No, I'm joking. The sport looked cool, so I just went out for it. I was really bad when I first started, but
you've learned a lot, though, haven't you?
Oh,
yeah. Coach Wilcox has helped you out quite a bit, I would imagine. With getting through all that.
Yeah.
So you guys had a meet this last week, and we have Titus Richardson. Ennie is with us also in Orlando. So how did it go?
I mean, it didn't go as planned. Last year I won it. This year I got second. I lost in the finals by a point, but
to somebody that you kind of go back and forth with, though, right, all the time?
Oh, yeah.
It
was a good match.
Well, you got plenty of season left to get that person back, right?
Yeah, I'll see him multiple times.
Yeah, that's for sure. Do you feel like you're in not into season shape, obviously, but pretty good shape right now as far as wrestling goes?
Yeah, we've been going hard. Like we've been going live like every day almost. Like we're all into shape, I think. Like obviously we can get better, but I think most of us are to our peak, if not there. So
obviously you're heavyweight, or
I'm a heavyweight.
I was going to say not 285 in that range. Ennie, you're with the girls wrestling. Talk a little bit about how your season has gone so far.
I mean, right now it's a little rough, but it's just the beginning. There's still so much ahead.
Yeah. Are you learning a lot?
Oh yeah.
I'll bet. Yeah, I'll bet you are. That's for sure. How many girls are there on the team this year?
About 15 right now.
That's a pretty good number. It's nice to have more, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of new faces this year.
That's good. Now that they've kind of expanded the girls wrestling side of things, you're probably seeing more competition out there then, aren't you?
Oh yeah, a lot of new faces I didn't see last year. A lot of new girls too.
Yeah, I bet it makes it a lot more fun though too, doesn't it?
Yeah, but also a little bit harder.
Yeah, you got to definitely go. You can't say, "Oh, I know that person. They're not as good as I am." You got to kind of go every time because you don't know what to expect, right?
Yeah, a whole new lot of competition this year. That just means I have to go harder this year.
So Orlando is you're going to wrestle heavyweight this year, you said? Is that right?
I mean, if Titus wants to drop down to 220, I'll go heavyweight for him.
Okay. What weight do you wrestle at, Orlando?
I'm making a little jump up to 132 this year.
Okay. All right. So last year you wrestled at
120.
Okay. All right. So this year, how's it going so far?
A little rocky start, but I just can't focus on that beginning. Just gotta go on day by day and just wrestle my match.
Yeah. What's your what do you have for your goals this year in wrestling?
Just trying to finish those close matches. Finish strong, and then possibly just get a state medal at the end of the year.
Okay. Good deal. We'll bring Coach Wilcox in here to talk a little bit about the team. You have a pretty good numbers on the boys' side this year, right?
Yeah, we have 23 boys, and like Annie said, we have 15 girls right now. So good numbers. We have to use the East Gym because we have so many people off of wrestling. We need the room. So that's kind of a good thing, though.
That is, yeah, that is good. Match tonight, you have a duel at Ralston, is that right?
Yep, we have a duel against Ralston, boys and girls here at Fremont High School. JV will start at 5 o'clock. The girls' varsity will start at 6, and the boys' varsity will follow that.
Okay. So, if you were going to describe your team this year, what words would you use?
I would say dedicated and hardworking. They've busted their tails the first couple weeks of the season. Titus and some of those we're talking about, it's all about how we finish, and it's early in the season right now, so we have not reached our peak yet. That'll be at the end of the year. That's the goal. So, but they're working hard, and they're very dedicated, and we really enjoy working with this group.
You have all the weight classes filled pretty much?
Pretty much. We need 106 pounders. So if anybody's listening to this, if you're a high school student at Fremont High and you weigh 106, come on out for wrestling.
Or you're a parent and your son or daughter, you're like, yeah, maybe I should put that person out there.
Yeah, we could use all the help we can get.
Definitely. Well, good luck today.
Thank you.
As you take on Ralston. We appreciate you guys coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Scott Anderson, the Fremont High School Assistant Principal and Activities Director with us. So far, winter sports going pretty well.
Yes, we're off to a great start. We're off and rolling, and everybody's had their first competitions, and we've really done well. We've competed hard. We've won a few, lost a few, but I'm really happy with where we are. Our kids are really competing, and our coaches are coaching hard, so it's a great thing we have going right now.
Oh, man, I was out of town, but I was listening to that Pius girls game. Holy cow, what a game.
It went down
For
to the
the
wire.
first game of the year.
Exactly. The good thing is I think we'll run into them a couple more times this year before it's all said and done. So
Oh, yeah.
It was like I said, it was a great first game and good for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see, swimming I think has a duel at Norfolk tonight also.
Correct. They're at Norfolk tonight. We also have the link up on our website, and Coach Struble will send it out to the parents. It'll be live streamed tonight, so that'll be a great thing because a lot of times swimming, it's being in different venues, sometimes it doesn't get live streamed. So this will be really cool.
Are they going to try and live stream some of the home meets too?
We're still working on that. We've done
Okay.
that in the past, and so we will for sure. The hack championships will have that live streamed again, and then we'll kind of go duel by duel on the rest of them this year.
Awesome, good deal. All right, anything else to add?
Yeah, one thing. Big congratulations to our Unified Bowlers.
Oh yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, state champions yesterday. So they got in with a wild card, and they just rolled right through the competition and came home with another trophy. So very exciting day for them.
Yeah, that is a big deal. Yeah, they weren't. I don't think they were expecting to do it that well, coming in with the wild card, and all of a sudden, boom, they win it.
Exactly. It was kind of Coach Jess Sorensen and I. We got the email at the same time. It said, "Hey, congratulations, you qualified for the state bowling championships." And we're like, "What is that? Is this really for us?" And but it was right. We got there's 6 district champions and then 2 wild cards. And interesting enough that both wild cards came out of the district that we were in. So we were the second wild card, and Norfolk and Millard North had finished above us in districts, and we went head-to-head with both of them yesterday in the tournament and beat them both pretty handily. So it was
Nice.
awesome. The girls were great. They didn't show nerves. I would have been super nervous over them, but they've bowled so much, and they know what they're doing. It was a lot of fun to watch them.
They knocked the pins down, that's for sure.
That's right.
You always got to give a good thanks out to Terry Sinovic over at 30 Bowl too for helping out with that.
Terry's been first class. He
man.
helps us with everything, and anytime we go over there with a request for something, he says, "Yeah, let's make it work for these kids," and he's been great to work with.
Definitely. All right. Well, thank you. Kevin Eairleywine, Executive Director of the Fremont Public Schools Foundation, also with us. What's going on?
Hey, Chris, I want to compliment Scott. I don't know if you saw what he did there, but when he was talking about the bowling team winning, he mentioned that they kind of rolled over the competition. He snuck that in there. I want to make sure we give him props for that. That was pretty good. Hey, Chris, we've got a lot of things going on with the foundation. Right now, our creative teaching grants, the deadline for those applications are the end of this week. Over the past several years, we've given out thousands of dollars to teachers with innovative ideas, pilot projects, and for some materials that they can't get any other way. That was all started years ago with memorials for Dr. Ken Thompson, who was high school principal, and he also served part-time as executive director of secondary education. And he was a tremendously respected member of the educational community. And with memorials, it started with his passing, and then have been built up over time. We've been able to support creative teaching grants for the past several years. So we're thrilled about that. We've got a lot in so far, a lot of applications. We'll be reviewing those applications next week and getting the awards out as soon as possible.
Good deal.
So that's one thing we're really excited about. Another thing, next week on Monday, we'll be taking, I'll be wearing 2 hats at the board meeting next week. Most of the time I'll be there as Executive Director of HR and Elementary Operations, but I'll be there as the Executive Director of the Foundation and presenting our new board members and our slate of officers to the Fremont Public School Board of Education for their approval. And our hope is, we've had a couple of our new board members on the radio over the past few months. And I want to make sure we can invite them again and bring them in, let them share a little of their thoughts as they're starting the new board. So we'll get that going. And then our recognition process has been going on. This project is a big deal for us. The board is really excited about the opportunity they have to provide some recognition to Fremont Public School employees. There's a quote by Fred Rogers. You may recognize that name from his neighborhood. He said, "Anyone who does anything to help a child in his life is a hero to me." And so the board thought that really encapsulated what the message they wanted to send to the community about all the employees that work for Fremont Public Schools. No matter what they do, they're heroes to our kids. And so they started this recognition program. We've had a couple weeks of recognitions, and this week we want to recognize the Milliken Park elementary staff. Susan Farkas, principal over there, shared some thoughts with us and provided some input for this. So I want to read her statements here. Today, we'd like to honor a group of Fremont Public School staff members who are some of the hardest working, kind, compassionate, and caring people who have the biggest hearts for our children at Milliken Park. Our staff at Milliken Park are some of the finest individuals around, and they are truly like a family to one another. They go above and beyond to help out and pitch in on any given task, and do everything in their power to give our students the highest quality education every day. The atmosphere at Milliken Park is warm and inviting, and they truly do what is best for students and are their champions every single day, with hugs, high fives, encouragement, and smiles. FPS is fortunate to have such staff members who do what is best for all children each and every day, and the foundation would like to thank them for being heroes for our kids. So that's the foundation piece. I do want to touch on two quick things. Putting my other hat on.
Yeah.
Tara was in earlier, I believe, talking a little bit about vaccination clinics. We have some that we're hosting for Three Rivers at our sites. We've got one coming up tomorrow at Washington School from 3:30 to 6:30. Have another one at Milliken Park. At Belfield Elementary on Saturday morning from 8 to noon. I also want to give a shout out to our elementaries and their music programs. Started yesterday, Belfield and Grant. We've got Howard coming up tonight, Milliken Park and Washington on Thursday, Claremore on Friday, and on Monday we'll have Linden. And those are all going to be at the high school auditorium. High school is very kind and offers us that space. Pretty special nights for our kids and parents to be able to experience that setting.
Oh, for sure. That's always fun. It'll put a smile on your face, too. That's definite.
Absolutely.
Titus, you have one more friend who's sneaked in the door here. So do you want to introduce our final wrestler this morning?
Yeah, this is Ben here, 220.
All right. Hey, how's it going?
I'm all right.
How's the season been going so far?
It's been pretty good so far. We just got a tournament on Friday, which luckily I won. We had 4 guys in the finals. Some of them took second place, which isn't that bad. And we got to do it tonight, so hopefully we can do a little bit better tonight.
Yeah. So both you guys, or everybody probably kind of has an idea probably who they're going to wrestle if you wrestled last year. So you give us a preview of the guy you're going to wrestle tonight?
I couldn't really tell you who I'm going to wrestle or not because I think he might have been a senior last year. But whoever I'm going to wrestle doesn't matter who. Doesn't matter if he's younger or older. I'm going to wrestle him like I wrestle anybody else.
So what's your specialty? Are you a quick takedown legs guy?
I don't know. My coach likes to say I'm really good at duck unders, but honestly, I just kind of hit whatever comes naturally.
Yeah, definitely. Well, good luck tonight and the rest of the season.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming in.
Appreciate that.
Scott, were you ever a wrestler at all?
I was not a wrestler. I in junior high a little bit, and it was too hard for me, to be honest. I have a lot of respect for those guys. They work really hard.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And we have some outstanding wrestlers. Lucky to have Coach Wilcox. I mean, I'll tell you that. We have an outstanding wrestling program, outstanding wrestling coach, and Ben's not only a great coach, he's a great teacher. So feel very fortunate to have him as part of the program.
Definitely, yeah. Any parting words here today?
Nope, just excited. We have about a week and a half left with our students here. We got finals coming up at the high school next week and a lot of programs, as Kevin talked about, the elementary schools, and it's an exciting, festive time of the year for our kids and our staff.
Yeah, for sure.
Staff.
Yeah, for sure.
Staff.